The Walking Dead premiere for Season 6 aired last night, and oh boy, was it a doozy. So let's do a quick review and talk about the 5 best moments from the premiere. So in the premiere, we started off where we left off from last season when Rick shot Pete, the wife beater, for killing Reg, the architect of Alexandria. Right when Morgan walks in the gates of Alexandria to see Rick shooting someone. To keep it spoiler free for the moment, let me just say that this episode was spectacular. There were tons of zombie killing, drama, intense moments, and character development. So if I had to give the premiere a rating, I would easily give it an 8 out of 10. That's only because, in my opinion, there were a couple of flaws. In the premiere, there were a lot of flashbacks that were on and off, which is fine, but I thought that the flashbacks took me out of the intense moments and the present day activities. And my only other complaint? Commercials. Dear God. So many commercials. But AMC has to make their money somehow, right? With all that aside though, what were the top 5 best moments from the premiere? Oh, and if you haven't watched the premiere, now is probably a good time because I'm going to spoil the crap out of the show. Number 5. The bro moment between Glenn and that coward Nicholas. Remember in the end of Season 5 when Nicholas and Glenn are battling it out in the middle of the woods because Nicholas got Noah killed and was trying to kill Glenn? Glenn brings him back to Alexandria, and instead of killing him or telling everybody what happened, he decides to keep it a secret and turn him into a survivor. Which ultimately was a smart move considering that when Glenn, Nicholas, and Heath, one of the new survivors of Alexandria, went out to clear a Tractor Supply store and Heath almost got his lips bit off and Nicholas saved his ass. Proving that even the most cowardly can become brave with some guidance. But this made it to my top 5 moments because not only showed that Glenn still has his humanity intact, but also that sometimes it's better to help a survivor grow stronger instead of eliminating the weaker meat. That bro moment when Nicholas looked at Glenn, and Glenn looked back at Nicholas with that look of approval. Heartwarming moment right there. Nicholas is still a piece of crap in my book though. Number 4. To no surprise, Daryl Dixon is an all-around American badass. But nothing says this more than when Daryl is slowly cruising on his motorcycle with a herd of 1,000 zombies behind him. Yet again, proving to the audience that while you'd be there defecating yourself in that situation, Daryl Dixon just isn't scared of anything anymore. So many zombies. So little f***s to give. Number 3. Rick is constantly getting scrutiny for being portrayed as the anti-hero. Someone that is seen as being a hero for doing villainy things. Well, in this episode, Carter is overheard by Eugene when Carter is telling the other survivors of Alexandria his plan to eliminate Rick. Eugene drops something and Carter finds out that Eugene has been listening, so he puts a gun to Eugene's head and is about to kill him. Then at just the right moment, Rick walks in, knocks his ass to the ground, points a gun to Carter's head, but instead of killing him like old Rick might have, he tells him that he can either try and work with him or die. Thus proving while Rick might do some questionable things at times, he still can show mercy. So anti-hero? Maybe, maybe not, but badass? Hell yeah, no doubt about it. Plus it was good to see that Rick isn't completely gone yet. Number 2. When Daryl was herding the horde of zombies away from Alexandria, Daryl and Sasha showed up to help aid Daryl in herding them away. Some zombies started to go off course and had to be handled with now. So Abraham jumps out of the car, goes Hulk Hogan on some zombies, luring the remaining zombies back into the horde. But it wasn't just that made this scene so awesome. It was that not only did he have a smile on his face the whole time he was doing this, when he got back in the car, Sasha asked him what the hell was wrong with him. His response? "I'm living, darling." Which kind of tells us where the heads of the main characters are at. What used to scare them, now they have fun with. Kinda badass and crazy at the same time if you ask me. Number 1. There were tons of great moments in The Walking Dead, but nothing beats the ending. The Season 6 premiere definitely saved the best for last when a horn started going off in Alexandria and that 1,000 horde zombies started walking towards Alexandria. The music, the amount of zombies, the shots, would just made that seem like, holy crap. Just the sheer fact of how much that got me excited for episode 2 is why that has to be number 1. Greg Nicotero, the director of this episode, promised more zombies in this season. And he definitely came through with that promise because there was more zombies in this one episode than the entire season of The Walking Dead. It was action-packed, full of drama, and a great lead into the next episode and the rest of the season of The Walking Dead. But that was my top 5 moments of The Walking Dead. What were yours? Also, where do you think this show is going and what do you think will happen on the next episode? Leave a comment down below to let me know. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more zombie videos. I'm ZMZreloaded, teaching you how to survive the zombie apocalypse one step at a time. And I'll see you next time.